amazing. So, wow. Okay. Oh, you guys are in here already. What happened to my chat? Okay. I see CJ and Nicola and Sarah Baby Doll. Happy birthday. Birthday babies coming up, coming up. I have not forgotten. We will touch on that in a little bit. I think I'm vertical, right? I'm vertical. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Check, check. Sounding check, check. Check, check. You can hear me, right? Yeah? Tell me you can hear me. Hi, Trevor. Happy Friday, Mona. Hello, welcome. Can y'all hear me? Check, check. She's here. Yes, you can hear me. Okay, John, hello. Summer, hello, my love. Welcome back. Angela, yes. Welcome, Angela. How you doing? Yes, you can hear me. I am so delighted to hear that. So, Aaron, hello, welcome. Happy New Year. Oh my God. Did I just almost say Happy New Year? I think I did. I almost slipped and said Happy New Year. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're gonna roll with it. Happy New Year to all the September babies. Hello, my Josh. Hello. And you heard me say Happy New Year. Thank you, Mona. I am ready for 2025. Actually, I'm not rushing it, but I am ready. This year has so far been quite wackadoodle for me, and I guess I'm ready for the new year. Oh, I'm a little bunker's head. Okay, I'm so happy to see you. Soledad, hello, welcome. It's so good to be with you. I'm back in LA. Oh my gosh, I'm in my space, even though it might not feel like it. I think I'm like vertical. It wouldn't let me do it horizontal. So we're just gonna roll with it because hey, here's to 2025. Yes, Angela, here's to 2025. We're not rushing it. But man, yes, CJ and Sarah Baby Doll, I want to take this opportunity to wish you a happy, beautiful birthday. Have a happy new year. Celebrate your new year, celebrate your birthday weekend, and I wish you both all the very best. You two have been incredible supporters of me, of the Fry fam, being here every Friday. And so happy birthday. It's on Monday, I believe. So happy birthday weekend. And so it's almost yours in October. Yes, Nicola. Coming October. Oh my gosh. It's almost October, y'all. Mm-hmm. I know, the year has flown. La Damien Wilcox, hello, welcome. I'm not sure if this is your first time, but either way, welcome. Oh yay, you like my hair and my shirt. I'm so happy to have straight hair. I've had curly hair for like it seems like all summer. It was just too humid where I was. I wasn't gonna straighten it because when I straighten it and it's humid, my hair goes not happy. So I'm in LA and LA weather is great for my nice straight hair. Yeah, I said my nice straight hair because it feels nice, okay? So I'm gonna compliment that my hair is nice when it's straight. I like it curly. It's just believe it or not, it's harder to maintain when it's curly. I can't explain it. I can't understand it. It used to be easy. Now it's like tough. I don't know what happened to my hair over the years. Anyway, yay, you like my top. It's look at all the bubbles I got going here. Look at all the ruffles and bubbles and checkers and thank you. I got it just for y'all. Oh, thank you. Mona, I am so happy, girl. You are making me happy. You know why? You know why? I cannot wait. Cannot wait till October. How many palm trees are in your area? How many palm trees are in my area? None. There's a lot in California, but in my area, it's not as palmy. There are some palm trees on the other street, but I haven't counted them, so I don't know the answer to that, Trevor. Um, I know we don't want life to go any quicker, but I don't know what happened to me. I think it was the maracas. The maracas made me feel like it was Happy New Year. Or my brain is just like in a future moment in time. Either way, Soledad, it's nice to see you. Summer, I look so bubbly and happy. Oh yeah, I am happy. I am bubbly. And yeah, right? Why not? Why not? It's better than the alternative, yes? Lizzie Love! Hi, my Lizzie Love! Welcome back. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see you virtually here again. Tis the season of Halloween, y'all. You know how I feel about Halloween. For anybody who's new, I'm not a fan of Halloween. It scares me. I get scared easily. I don't like it. But my husband and I started a Halloween tradition when we first moved into our home. It's now been 3 years strong, and we love the trick or treaters. So, Halloween scares me, but the trick or treaters are adorable. How about that? How about that? I'll leave it at that. Um, Autumn is here. Not quite yet in LA. It's still summer in LA, although not technically because I don't think we turned the clocks back, but it is like fall season on September, I guess, 21st, which is tomorrow. But LA stays hot through October. So anybody visiting LA, hint, hint, make sure you listen to the news and the weather and you pack appropriately because it can be very hot during the days in LA in October and very cold at night. So plan appropriately. Oh, you were sitting in a Little Caesars. Was that last October? Oh my gosh, a year. The channel, yo. The channel, my channel, this channel is turning 4 years old on September 30th, October 1st, whatever. Some places have either date. So we're turning 4, y'all. I'm starting to walk. Man, I walked late in life. um 4 years that we've been together, some of us, and I'm excited about it. I'm a little wishing that I had done a little bit more and gotten a little further and the channel had grown more, but sometimes some of us have to be a little more patient and wait a little longer for things to finally pop. And so that's, I guess, the lesson in all of this for me. I was watching, y'all know how many times I have recommended or mentioned the Diary of a CEO, and I love this Steve Barnett dude who does these amazing interviews with mega um, brilliant people. And when I first started recommending him, he had 1.7 ish or whatever, 8-ish million subscribers. And I just checked last night. The dude has got 7.4 million. It might be like 8 million by now. But I was like, holy smack dog, this dude grew in like less than 2 years to over 7 million subscribers. I'm like, I'm not comparing. It's just ouch. So, he brings a lot of value. I guess that's what that means for me. We got to bring more value to the table in order to have that kind of growth and see that kind of momentum. So, opportunities are all around us, my loves. Ay, 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 ay. My Sean, hello. Oh, hello, my love. Oh, you all are so cute. I saw when I posted that Joy wanted to make something for Sarah baby doll. I just love how the Fry fam supports and cheerleads and celebrates each other. So bravo to you all. I'm so happy you all have found each other in here. Um I'm so happy. I probably will miss your live. Wait, I need to say thank you to Nicola for my rose. Thank you for my rose. That is just so sweet. I just feel so blessed for that rose. And what did you do, Angela, for that little, what is that, little fox? Am I a little fox? What is that? A little fox? A little fox with a heart. Oh, my Angela. Thank you. Thank you, Nicola. Thank you, Angela. Thank you for super chatting me, and thank you for supporting the channel and me, and for me to come on here. It makes a huge difference. And so I appreciate you both and all tremendously. So let's see. Let me go back to some of these comments. Ba 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 ba. My Mona. Uh, what's going on? What's you guys are saying hello to each other as you so um beautifully, respectfully do all the time. Yay. Wait. Josh, I am a scaredy cat, okay? And you know it. And that's why you're bringing it up, probably. You love scary movies, Sarah? I would be surprised to hear that. I am quite shocked to hear that, actually. I don't like scary movies either. I'm just too scared of like horror and blood and people jumping out. Ugh. Like I've never been to like a Hollywood. What's it called? Hollywood Freak Night. Hollywood. What is it called? Halloween nights. What is it? At Universal Studios? No, 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 no. Do not invite me to that. I do not want to go to that. That is scary. Horror night. Horror night. Oh, CJ, yes, I've had a good week. It's been a little rough coming back, right? When you're a little out of sorts and you're like, where am I? Who am I? What am I doing? Where is everything? I can't find anything. I still have to organize my home and my life and my brain. And so I've been a little slow to the take, but it's felt really good to be home. I'm missing my family, of course. But it's just been like a lot. Like my brain feels like it's still twirling. It's still twirling. I I had to outrun one of the hurricanes in the Louisiana area, and so I feel like I'm still in that twister. Like what is happening? Where am I? And it's my home, but I don't know where anything is. It's a really weird feeling. It's a really weird feeling, and one day y'all will understand when you travel for extended period of times. You come home and you're like, "What's that? Why did I put that there? That doesn't make sense there. I gotta move it." Um, yes, Hollywood Horror Nights at Universal Studios. No. No, gracias. No, thank you. Ninja Kate is here with us. Hello, my love. Oh, gosh, y'all are making me happy. Teddy X, hi. Ooh, thank you. I'm so glad you like it. Yay. Aaron, do you find it more difficult when you're playing a character closer to you, or do you find it more difficult playing a character that is very different from you? Ooh, that's a great question, Aaron. I love this question, Aaron. I love this question. Which one do I find harder? A character that's closer to me, or a character that's further from me? I mean, if you're talking about ease, it's a lot easier to play a character like me. Like if I play a nice character, he's like, "Oh, honey, come over here." That's super easy for me, right? If I'm like, "Yo," and I'm like screaming at someone, depends the circumstances. That's very close to me too, because you know me. I will go off on someone that I don't agree with and have a fairly proper exchange with. But if it's something really mean and like mean spirited and ill spirited, that's really hard for me. Like when I had to be mean to that little girl and to Shantae in that video, that was really tough for me. It was so challenging. It was really hard. So yeah, those are harder when it's further from me. However, when it's a character that's like a makeup character, like a fun character, like I'm playing a billionaire mom and I could like create her as I wish, those are fun, right? They're challenging because I don't know what it's like to be a billionaire, but they're fun in that I get to create her and what she's like and her mannerisms, and that's really fun, and that's the play factor of being an actor, and that's why I love to act so much, and I'm missing it. I still haven't been booked in another video yet. I think all of my videos came out already, so I'm patiently waiting for a role to be for me, because it has to be for you, right? They can't just book me in anything. It just has to be the right family, the right characters, the right, storyline. There's so much that goes into casting, y'all. So much. And some of you are like, work with Tony again. I would love to. Tony rocks. It's just not that simple. It's a big old complicated process that I am not privy to, right? That's Dhar Mann Studios, who has an incredible casting team, who selects who they deem to be best for whatever role, and it also depends on whether the family is, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, Indian, right? Like it's forming a little circle of individuals that look right on camera, that feel right for the role, that can bring this character to life. A lot goes into casting, and I wish it was so simple where I could be in everything. Of course, that's the greedy actor in me that I just want to play everything, because that's the fun part of being an actor, right? But I also understand that it's a process, and I need to be patient, and when my time comes, it will come. And I was away for a month, so I'm missing everybody a lot. So I can't wait to film another one. I'm missing it. I'm so missing it. But it'll come. Thank you for that question, Aaron. I loved it. I love that question. I'm gonna bring it a little closer to me here. Hopefully that's okay. Oh, there's my book. Okay. I am happy to meet you. Hi, Sammy Mint. Hello. Happy to have you here. Good luck to everyone. Joy, happiness, success, distinction, and delight. That is a most lovely comment, and I'm most appreciative for it, and I thank you. I love this distinction and delight. That is quite elegant, and I love that. So thank you, Same. um, Jose, hello. Ooh, I need to catch up with my life too, right? You've been traveling too. I know you had a busy summer out of your home environment perhaps, and so yeah, it's catching up. When you're an adult, there's so much adulting to do, and then so much catching up to do when you're just away for a few days, let alone, probably basically the whole entire summer. Let's see, do I want to do that? I do want to do that, because look, never stop reading. I love it. Okay. Where did I go? Oh, I lost my comments. They'll come up. They'll come up. There we go. There we go. Let's see where I left off. Um. Woo, woo. Oh my gosh, you guys make me so happy. Thank you. Okay, I am like not like looking at the clock. I never look at the clock. Even when I'm filming, I never look at the clock. Because I am where I am, right? They book me for the day, and unless I have, on the rare occasion, somewhere to be afterwards, if I'm only booked for, let's say, half a day and I have something else planned in the afternoon or vice versa, then I'm looking at the clock because I got to be somewhere else, right? A little bit. But one of the things is not looking at the clock and being where you are and appreciating the moment you're in. And when I'm filming, I appreciate that very moment that I'm in. And I love that. I love that I can just let go of what time it is, because it is what it is. Whether they take an extra 20 minutes or an extra hour to light a scene, to get me on set. Sometimes actors have to wait many hours. Dhar Mann Studios is very organized, but we're switching things around. I think you've seen the verticals, right, versus the horizontals, let's say on IG. So those sorts of like experiments take time to like adjust and get used to. So it's really cool when you're on set and you're part of those videos, right? So you just have to be where you are, and have that patience, and know that you can't change time, and you don't want to speed it up, and you don't want to hold on to the past. So be present and in the moment, and that is the greatest gift to an actor and to the viewer watching, right? Because you can tell when you're in it or when the actor's in it and you can tell when they're somewhere else. Like you could see it, like you feel it. You're like, that person isn't really doing that right now. Okay, so let me just give a huge thanks to Ronaldo. Is that how I say it? Ronaldo? 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 Is that Ronaldo? Ronaldo. Oh, let me give some love. I didn't know you could love these. Can I love these? I want to love these. I want to love these. Thank you for the super chat. That was so generous. You, Angela. There. Oh, I can love these. Where's my other babies? I gotta give them some love. And I never saw that you could love someone's super chat. How come I can't love Angela's? What's the difference? I don't understand. I don't get it. This is the first time I've seen that you can like and love it. Know that I like and love it. Nicola and Angela. I, for whatever reason, can't do it. Maybe there's super chat versus a donation. I don't know. But thank you. Thank you for gifting from your heart. And thank you for your generosity. It helps the channel tremendously. Thank you for liking, sharing. If you cannot donate monetarily, of course, just liking, sharing, commenting, it just makes the videos, pop more. So thank you, everybody who do those things for me, for us, for the Fry fam. So it's so appreciated always, and I hope you know that. Teddy X, how does it feel working on Dhar Mann? It feels amazing. It feels awesome. Every video is different. Every director is different. Every team is different. Every cast is different, as you could well imagine. So every experience is one of itself. What? 22 minutes? That's what happens when you don't look at the clock. 22 minutes? Oh my gosh, what happened? And I was on time. I don't understand. That's bonkers. 22 minutes have flown. I mean, I guess 2024 has flown. Why would I think 22 minutes wouldn't fly? Okay, so it is lesson time. But just to wrap this up, Teddy X, I love and I'm so grateful and I'm so blessed to be one of the original cast members on Dhar Mann that's still there. I wasn't the first or the second or the third, but I was definitely within that small group that came on when we were still filming in the penthouse and things were so different. We didn't have studios. We didn't have all the sets we have now. We didn't have all the cast members we have now. And it was a very small, intimate, almost incestuous group that we all had the most incredible time filming with. And so it feels like a badge of honor is what's coming for me right now. It feels like a privilege, and it feels like I was like bing, appointed, like I was selected in a sea of millions of actors, not only in LA, but in this city and in this world. City is LA, but in this world, I feel like I was like handpicked. And I feel like because of Dhar Mann, I was able to have my platform to write my book and meet all you wonderful, incredible younglings. Meet all you wonderful, incredible younglings. So for me, it's a blessing and I love it. I love every minute. And that's why it's so easy to not look at the clock. Because all of us who have had jobs know that when you have a job, you're looking at the clock because you can't wait to get out, right? So I guess that's just an indication of how much I love to film and act and be with the Dhar Mann fam on set, because it doesn't feel like work. It's a lot of work, but it doesn't feel like work. And they always say, find something that you love to do and you can make money at, and you'll never work a day in your life. When I am on set at 6, 7, 8 in the morning, and I have to wake up at 3, 4, 5 in the morning, it doesn't feel like work because I'm excited and it's a beautiful thing. So highly recommend finding that for you, whatever that is for you, whatever you can get lost doing, like do that and enjoy it. And the fruits of your labor may not come immediately. It took me like 10 years for Dhar Mann to land on my lap, even though I auditioned. But 10 years where, Dhar Mann Studios didn't exist in LA, right? He hadn't yet created Dhar Mann Studios. And I was doing the audition thing and studying and practicing and, doing showcases and doing all the workshops, everything that they tell you to do as an actor. And it took 10 years, right? Before that came about. So it doesn't happen overnight. I mean, there have been so many months and years and days where I didn't make any money and I was bleeding money because it's expensive to be an actor. You don't just get on screen and say some words. It's like, it's really expensive, y'all. It's really expensive. And some of you have heard that before. It is so expensive to be an actor. It's, I think that's one of the biggest surprises is that, you have to pay to be considered a professional actor in this city. At least that's what I'll speak to. And so I don't want to say you have to pay to act. You have to pay to be seen as a professional, and what that means is being up to par, being trained, being current meaning your headshots, your website, your profiles, everything has to be current. And so it's expensive. So yeah, so for all those years that I bled money, it's nice that I'm now being compensated to do what I do. But you only get paid when you act, unless it's a SAG. I need to clarify this. Unless it's a SAG contract, which is through the union, and then you get residuals. But Dhar Mann is non-union. It's not SAG. So I only get paid when I'm in the studio acting, right? So I've been traveling all summerish to be with my family. And so, you know, those are the ebbs and flows of an actor, right? And that's just a reality we sign up for. We don't get a check every week or every 2 weeks like most working adults. So yeah, I don't know how I went in that tangent, but I hope because how it feels to work at Dhar Mann. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, so um oh my God, there's so many good comments. What do I do? What do I do? Okay, so it is minute 22. So I'm going to go into my minute 22. I don't have it written down, so bear with me. And then I'll come back into the comments. So if you have any questions, definitely put like at Jovanna Vidal so that I could see your question and hopefully address it within our hour-ish live that I like to go. I could talk more, but I like to respect y'all's Friday afternoons, Saturday afternoons, so that you can go enjoy it. So that's why I typically try to keep it to an hour, but I talk a lot, as you can tell, so it's not that easy for me. Okay, so this is a lesson I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and I've been wanting to formulate it, but like I haven't been able to. So I'm going to run with it and I'm going to give it as food for thought. I'm going to offer it up as a discussion point. I want it to be interactive. I want it to be where I can go into the comments. So I have a good gauge where I left my last question, which was Teddy X. Oh, that's another good question, Teddy X. You have great questions. Keep them top of mind and ask me because I do want to answer them. Unless you want to do a Q&A, I'm happy to do a Q&A and I can formulate my lesson a little bit more. But I just think it's a really important conversation to have. Water tastes so good when your mouth is dry. No, it's not free at all, Sean. You have to pay to be trained. So, like a doctor, most of us won't see doctors' salaries, most actors only, and this is a really sad statistic, but it's very accurate. Only 2 to 5% of all actors will make a living wage from acting. That's why everyone's a waiter or a waitress, a bartender, a remote worker, customer service, real retail. That's why everyone has multiple jobs as an actor because oftentimes you cannot make a living as an actor. And that's just a fact. Like literally, you can go on Google and only 2%ish, which is on par with like real everyday human workers in all professions. Only about 2% will get that level of like household notoriety. So like there's only like 2% that are like the Tom Hanks and the Johnny Depps and the Keanu Reeves. Like that's such a small percentage of all the actors. And then between 3 to 5% will actually make a living at it. So most of us won't even see a living. So working for Dhar Mann Studios, it's amazing because you have a steady income if you become one of his regular actors. So I have had steady-ish income whenever I'm in videos, obviously, without having to have, a waitressing job, which I've done, a hosting job, which I've done. No, I lied. I'm sorry. I haven't been a waitress. I was for 2 hours, but I was the worst waitress, so it doesn't really constitute being a waitress. And I don't want to demean that profession because waiters and waitresses who are good are amazing. And I so respect that, right? So I can't like demean their skill set because I don't have that skill set. But as an actor, you do other things, right? If you're not serving or, bartending, I've bartended. So like I wrote my book and, what else have I done? What else have I done? I do some coaching and I do some cameos. And so, yeah, I still have other means because there are many, many, many times where I'm not acting. I'm not one of the most frequently called actors on Dhar Mann. And if they do call me a lot, I'm traveling, which is what happened this last month. I missed like maybe 4 or 5 videos. I know it was really hard. But being with family is so important, and that's the only way I can justify it, right? Like, being with family is and always will be for me my biggest stronghold in my heart. And so I do decline acting work when it means being with my family. It hurts the purse strings, but it fills the heart strings. So, everybody's going to make their own decisions about that. And oftentimes, a lot of actors don't leave LA for fear of missing out on an opportunity, being auditioning or a gig, working, a job. So, I'm going on all these tangents. I hope it's okay. I hope maybe another alternate universe timeline dimension that everything was free. I always love to just use my imagination, just imagine being in my own little world when everything is free. Interesting. But money does afford opportunities, right? Like, okay, that's a really interesting conversation, but then I will go into complete outer spaceness with that. So let me circle back and reel myself in. I gotta like hold on, reel myself in because I love all these comments and questions, and I can go for it with any of you. But I just wanna stay on topic. Not so easy. Not so easy. Okay. Um Oh, Same. Same Mint. I am so happy that you said that. That is so beautiful. You smile. You're the best. Good luck for you. If you're here still, hopefully you hear that. If not, hopefully you'll come back. Gift. Hello, my gift. How you doing, my love? Good to have you. I know I haven't gone into my minute 22. I just feel like there's questions in here and it should okay, here we go. I'm going to determine this right now. Should it be a Q&A or do you want to listen to what I'm proposing as a conversation piece for today and ongoingly? So, for the next few moments, I will hold off and see. Nicola says she doesn't mind. Thank you. Do a poll. Oh, thank you, Nicola. Let me see. How do I do that on this device? Whatever you want, girl. I think we're all good either way. Oh, you guys are so amazing. Thank you for. I'm trying to find a poll. Where are my polls at? And you know me, I don't want to touch too many buttons because then. No, that's not it. That's not it. Don't touch. Okay, I can't find a poll, my Nicola. Now it's asking me for all this stuff. Okay, okay. I kind of feel like I want to have this conversation. I'm game either way. You know what? I want to have this conversation. Yeah, a poll would be cool if I can find it. I can't find it. And then when I hang up, I'll find it. Okay. I do want to have this conversation because I think it's perhaps not as directed towards you all, but it is a conversation I want to have with the youngling boys and youngling girls of this generation. And so I do want to introduce it because it's been in my heart for a long time. So I just want to, again, introduce it, right? Because it's an ongoing thing. But what I've found in my travels is that there is such a beautiful element to kindness. There's such a beautiful sense of conscientiousness amongst certain people. Not everyone is kind or thoughtful or conscientious or aware, and you can tell the difference, right? So there are certain things that I feel like, it's just gentlemanly to do. It's just kind to do, whether you are a female or a male. So, for instance, holding doors open. Like, I would love to keep that tradition available to all of us and keep it going forward for the end of humanity, right? Like, that is such an easy way to show kindness to somebody else. Holding an elevator door open. Not just this, gentlemen, letting ladies go in first, right? And going, pushing to one side and letting ladies go into an elevator first. Um, I also feel like, there's just all these beautiful common courtesy gestures that I think are getting lost because they're not commonplace anymore. Like they were big maybe in the 50s and 60s, but we've lost that sense of just courtesy, right? Common courtesy. And again, I'm introducing it because it's not something I've learned this week. It's something I've been observing, my lifetime always, right? Because my grandma always raised us like, if someone's coming, hold the door open for them, right? And there have been so many situations where I'm like, wow, that person just walked through that door and didn't even hold it open for the next person or for me or for the person. And I just want us, and I know this isn't directed to you all because I know you don't do this, but I feel like if I put it out into the universe, we can begin to see more examples of it. So, for instance, gentlemen, I don't know if you know this. I learned this fairly late in my dating years. But for some of you who are dating or want to date or will be dating or, want to treat ladies properly, um, it's common courtesy to walk on the outside of the girl so that it shows like you're protecting her from like the street and blah blah blah. So it's like that is a lost art. Like I remember when Oscar did that for me first, I was like, whoa, I can't remember the last time that was done for me, right? So Oscar, when we cross the street, he makes sure he's on the outside. When we're on a street, he so beautifully, elegantly does this. I should have him on here to teach this because he does it so beautifully where he takes my hand and he's like, and he puts me to the inside. And it's lovely. And so those are the sorts of things that I really want to continue to promote in our current wacky zany fast-paced life. So like if you are a gentleman, um y'all are gentlemen, but if you are a male and you want to be kind to a lady, like doing these little gestures, they go so far. Like opening a car door, it could be for your mom, your grandma, your aunt. It doesn't have to be a dating situation, right? These are just lovely little gestures that speak volumes about you as not only a human, but as a male protector. And I am of the camp that, yes, I feel like girls can do whatever they want and we're just as strong and capable as boys. Like I do believe that, but let me tell you, I have sometimes been proven wrong. There are things that I cannot do, right? That a man, a male can do better, easier, faster. And I don't want to take that away from them. I love men. I love the male, female, however you categorize yourself. That's not the discussion I'm having right now. But I love the male female strengths and support and collaboration and counterpartedness, right? We are counterparts. Like a male and a female are counterparts. However, that's not the discussion. Again, I don't want to be insensitive to that side of the conversation, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like a male and a female, right? We are created differently, obviously, with different strengths. That doesn't mean women can't be whatever they want to be and outwit, smart, and work a man. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, on average, fundamentally, us females are different from males. And I support that and I love it. And I want a man that can protect me and take care of me and I feel safe with and in. So let's not lose that component of our society, right? Like let's still like breed these beautiful, strong men who can be gentle and caring and compassionate and gentlemanly and courteous and kind. So I say this because um it's a beautiful thing when you're walking down the street and you see the man on the outside. I think, right, when I see a girl on the outside, I'm like, ooh, he hasn't learned that yet. He doesn't know that if you're holding hands with a girl and you care for her, love her, like her, you put her on the inside just to show respect, right? That has been a forgotten art. So I'm just illustrating or introducing again these little things that I think that when we continue to do those beautiful gestures, that it's a homage to our grandparents and our perhaps our parents who have raised us well, who have taught us, right? What they've taught us. And I want you gents and you ladies to have this beautiful, graceful, elegant way about you. And for that not to be lost, right? To look, put together and not go out in pajamas. Oh, that was another one. I saw people out in pajamas. I'm like, I'm sorry, baby. That doesn't look too good out. That's like a behind the scenes, like at home. Maybe you can run outside and get your mail. I think I've done that. But like aside from that, like going to the store in your pajama pants, I'm sorry. For me, that seems like that stays home, right? So those are the sorts of things that I feel like I don't want us as a generation, us coming up generations to forget, right? That there is an outside persona and and there's an inside persona, and to be aware of what should be kept behind closed doors and what should be kept outside, and that when you are out in public that you show manners, right? And so what are some things, here's a question, what are some things that you've noticed that you're like, oh, that was such a kind gesture? Or I don't like it when people don't fill in the blank, right? Because I think this is an awareness conversation. Like sometimes we're not aware that we're walking on the outside of the female. Now we're bringing awareness to it. And it's a cool, cute little way to draw like this connection with you and this other person. Again, it could be your mom, it could be your auntie, it could be a cousin. You're just protecting them. If I'm talking to that case of putting the female on the inside, like I just think that's lovely. So, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? So, again, introduction to a conversation. I want to hear what you're saying, and so I'm gonna go in the chat because I've been missing you and I've been seeing a lot coming in. So let's see what comes up for you with this. Um, ba 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 ba. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna try to get through as many comments as I can because I love it. So, thank you, Skips. Hello, welcome, Brandon. Hello. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you. I know what you mean, Mona. It'll happen when you least expect it. Ain't that the truth, right? Um, Oh, working with Chris is awesome, Aaron. Just answering again as a so it's gonna be apparently a Q&A and a discussion on values and common courtesy and kindness in the world. So we'll roll with it. You know how we do. I love working with Chris. Chris is a joy to be around. Chris, he jokes a lot, which sometimes confuses me because sometimes I'm in character and I'm like, wait, are you joking or not? But it makes it fun. So Chris is awesome. Um, Let me see. Am I missing some stuff? No, I think I got those. I got those. Angela, I see you. I do see you. I will circle back with that. Okay. Okay. Good. 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 Lars, thank you for being here. Thank you, Lars. Okay. Teddy X, your lives make my day better. Oh my gosh, your voice is angelic, hair gorgeous, and your beauty. Um, Thank you, Teddy X. Thank you, Lars. Thank you, CJ. Thank you, Ninja. Thank you all for the beautiful comments. All of you are just so complimentary, and for all those days and years that none of that was working for me. I was I didn't always look like this. I didn't always get complimented. People have made fun of my voice. They've made fun of my accent. They've made fun of my hair. Like everything that you just complimented has been a point of contention for me in my past. So to hear you say that means the world. And it's also a testament that you know, we can change things, right? We don't always have to be what we always were. And that is one of the beautiful things of wanting to change things, right? If you want to change something, you go ahead. If you're happy with what is, so be it, right? You don't have to change, but I was unhappy with certain things, so I decided to change them, right? Um, so you do you. Do what you want to do that's safe, legal, acceptable, kind. But you know, you don't have to live up to anyone's standards, and you can change whatever you want to change. How about that? Hello, Melody, my love. How you doing? Nice to have you here. Um, Stephen Pegwis. I have a friend who is an amazing actress. She's done commercial and a pilot for Disney. How does she audition for Dhar Mann? Great question. I get asked this a lot. I don't know the current process. I would recommend going on his website, dharman.com or dharmanstudios.com. I'm sure you can get to it either way and see if there's like an auditioning process that they are now abiding by. When I auditioned, um, somebody found me. Oh, no, 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 that's not it. I submitted on Actors Access. Actors Access is a platform where actors receive receive audition notices for acting jobs that they might be right for. You fill in a profile, and if she's an actor and done commercials, she knows what that is. So if she has an LA cast or casting networks or Actors Access, I think they often post new role opportunities on there, I guess, or go on his site. So that's what I would say, Stephen Pegwes, as far as auditioning for Dhar Mann. I can imagine being an actor is like playing dress up. It is. It's so fun. You can play roles you normally wouldn't in real life. This is what I love about dressing up for Halloween. Yeah, no, I totally get it. Halloween, and for those of you who don't know, I used to be a dancer before I was an actor, or I was dancing as my job um, while I was studying to be an actor because I used to work in a corporation. So I went to school for business, graduated, did my career, quit my corporate job, and went to Miami thinking I was going to act, but instead I started dancing. And so I became a samba dancer, and that's how I paid for my acting classes and my headshots and whatnot. But anyway, so why I say that is because that's why I love dancing, because I would have to change like maybe 12-ish or more costumes a day. So it was really heavy. I never knew what I would be. Like sometimes I was a butterfly, and sometimes I was like, yeah, I would be a samba dancer with all the feathers on the head. I would be like a cute little XYZ, whatever it is, a pilot, a this, a that, you know. And so I dressed so frequently during my dancing days that I think that's why also Halloween for me, I typically don't dress up. Except for the trick-or-treaters, but I'll pull something from my closet, like, you know, a cowboy hat and, you know, call it a day. But I think that's what it was. I've been so many different characters that it's like it's nice to be me too. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah. Halloween is fun for that. I totally get it. Yeah, Jose, if you've seen one of the recent ones, I think alcoholic dad steals iPad for drugs. Chris and I are husband and wife in that one. That one was intense. That one was intense. Just the subject matter was intense. Um Yay, CJ, thank you for welcoming all the new peeps. Um, oh, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate my work, Nicola. And when I cry on screen, on camera, it's real tears. You've seen how easily I can tear up. So it's, you know, served me well for my chosen career. It didn't serve me well growing up, but it's full circle, come around. Um, oh, the friendship one with Rachel. Rachel, oh, that was a powerful one. Rachel's so amazing. I've only worked with her once, and it was very memorable and very, like you said, powerful. And I'm not crying right now, but I did notice that my eyeliner was running a little. Um, oh, you're trying to catch up on my YouTube videos. So, I appreciate that. I'm wondering if they're the Dhar Mann videos or the videos here on this channel. Either way, thank you. Thank you for the support. Vias, my love, you are here. Let's see. People are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Stop trying to force people into the wrong category. Beautifully said. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, that's just truth. 100%. 100%. You guys are so amazing. Being present and mindful. I'm in Dhar Mann videos. Yes, Ronaldo. You are in a shared man video. Hmm. How long does it take to film a Dhar Mann episode? It depends, Aaron. A Dhar Mann episode, depending on how many pages the script is. So, Dhar Mann bonus, the scripts tend to be a little shorter, maybe like 10-ish, 12-ish pages. And we do those in 2 to 3 days. If it's a full video, meaning on the general Dhar Mann, channel, they tend to be like 20 to 30 pages oftentimes, sometimes less, right? Not all of them are the same length. It depends the storyline, but those can take a week. We are now filming with 2 cameras. At least last I was there a month ago. Things change very quickly at the studio. So when I come back, I'll be probably whole new set of faces and systems. But when I left, we were doing 2 cameras, which was intended to be faster. However, it actually slowed down the production, we found, at least the first couple ones we did. So the one with Chris Riddy, that, father sells iPad for drugs or whatever, that one was the first one they initiated with 2 cameras. I don't know if you could tell the difference, but I couldn't really tell the difference. Like I knew because we filmed it that way, but the editing, I guess, I don't know how that goes, but it's really cool concept. And so that's how long it takes. Melody, thank you. Yeah, I'm not the biggest. I love makeup because I need it. So I'm not gonna lie. I do need makeup, but I'm not one of those like, oh my god, there's so many makeup tutorial chicks who are like very experimental with their makeup. I am not that person. I just need coverage. I do need to put on a face. You'll hardly see me without makeup, although my goal is to look like I don't have makeup. I do have I do because I do. I need it. I love it, but I'm not like those big like eyelashes. Like I don't do that. I don't. Maybe because of my dancing years, I had to wear lashes for all my gigs, and I'm like, and I have tiny lashes. I have little, like little lashes, but I can't wear those lashes. I just can't. Or I can. I choose not to. I choose not to wear lashes. I just don't want to. Um, what's poppin'? Brand new. Okay. Teddy X, another great question. Do you get triggered when you get the worst roles? Even if they are, but your acting is so good. When I get the worst roles, oh, that's hysterical. What are you referencing to? I'm curious, Teddy X. When I get the worst roles, that is hysterical. That is such a great observation. Um, sometimes you're like, why did I get this? And not just in Dhar Mann world, in general acting world. You're like, what? This doesn't make what? Like, I don't get it. And then part of it is you have to make it work. That is your job as an actor. If the script isn't really up to par, if you really don't understand what, you have to understand it. You have to come to terms with it. You have to make it work. That is our job. I've had scripts where I'm like, what the heck? And you just have to find a way in it. You have to like find this little like crevice and be like, okay, I'm gonna hold on to this and I'm gonna stick to this and hopefully this will get me through it. And it's a collaboration with everybody. You need a great director who's like, ooh, try it this way. And you're like, yes, thank you. The directors that don't give you direction, no. You're directing. Give direction. Ah. Oh wow, I'm reading comments from minute 22. Oh. Um, I've noticed more Dhar Mann videos are getting very serious, very much like Netflix and streaming. I've noticed that too. Um, I don't know what their analytics are showing. Dar is a brilliant man, so something must be giving him the inkling that that's the way to go. I think a lot of people were saying they were missing the old Dhar Mann videos that were more emotional and more like thought provoking because we went very jokey, right? There was a time where it was all about comedy and really light-hearted things, and I think people were missing the old Dar days. So I think you need a little bit of everything to make everybody happy, and that's almost always impossible. But yeah, I agree. It's some of the storylines are intense, and you're like, what the heck? There have been times I'm like, whoa, we're going there. You know, like when you're talking about like suicide, and you're talking about drugs. It's like, wow. But this is, the reality of our world right now. And we want, I think part of being an actor and part of filmmaking and part of being a creative is wanting to depict life and wanting viewers to see themselves in your material. And I think that's where he's going with this. So many people are struggling right now that I think, showcasing some of these storylines where like you could see yourself in it or someone and you can maybe help them through what you learned on the video. I think it's a really powerful platform that he has created and we continue to roll with, right? It's all experimental. We've never done this before, right? Dar had never even picked up a camera before he started Dhar Mann Studios. Um, so to do what he's doing and have the impact that he has, it's really powerful. And again, I'm just blessed and grateful and fortunate to be part of it. I really am, because it's been my dream. It's my dream to tell these stories, and they're meaningful, right? And we can change lives. And so, yeah. Nicola, I don't know what the schedule is. I've been at a like the loop when I get back, hopefully it's soon, I will get the scoop and I'll share what I can share. I don't know if it's 3 times. Again, they're really heavy into analytics and they know what they're doing. So something maybe, or maybe they have a bigger project coming up, maybe for the holidays. That always happens, right? Like the Christmas specials, the Thanksgiving specials, where they need resources for that. So I don't know. I haven't been privy to it. Oh, I miss it. I miss it. I miss it. I gotta find out. Oh no, Mona, Angela, how are we doing on time? Oh my god, I don't want to let go of my finger because if I let go of my finger, I'll lose my spot. Okay, let me see. Oh my god, I look. There's a lot of incredible comments in there. There's no way I'm gonna get through all of them. Um, you're good. Okay. Okay, good, Mona. I'll try to answer a few more of these, and I'll try to condense it. So apologies if I'm going quick. I'm not going to go too quick, but it's nice to know that if y'all are good, we can go a little bit over, if that's okay. Okay. Oh, we're talking about the values and the gestures. Okay, I want to speed through some of these things. But it's so fun to read your thoughts. It's so cool. Y'all are so intelligent and so clever and bright and smart and wise. It's incredible. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mona. Mona, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so here's what you say. So apparently they posted in their community that they took a break. I know it gets really hard to do. I took a break from social, y'all. I'm in here, but I'm not. I haven't been in YouTube. No, sorry. Yeah, I haven't been in Insta. I just my family required a lot from me, and I wanted to be present, and I couldn't be present if I was posting. And believe me, I love y'all, but answering the comments, and I just felt very split. And I've taken a little break from Insta, and let me tell you guys, it has felt really good. I don't know when I'm gonna come back. I want to come back because I'm losing so many followers. That's not the reason to come back, but I don't want to lose the beautiful fry fam that I've created. Um, well, let me clarify that because IG isn't fry fam. This is fry fam. So okay, let me say this properly. It's difficult to get followers and subscribers and to be losing them. Like I've lost hundreds on IG. It's like, okay, well, if they don't have the patience to wait for me, then they're not really, seeking me. So I don't know, that sounds insensitive too. How do I want to say this? Or maybe I don't say anything at all and just say it's been really nice to take a break. Period. End of story. I'll leave it at that. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh my God. So, y'all, so just a little heads up on my comments. I can't see anything from minute 223 and above. Like, I can't scroll anymore. So, they taking a break. That's the last comment. So now they're disappearing. So that means I've been talking too much. Um, okay. Let me go a little quicker. Have I been mistreated on sets outside of Dhar Mann? Have I been mistreated? I've been really blessed. I oh my god, they're disappearing right in front of my eyes. I've been really blessed. I've never been mistreated, though I have had obnoxious situations on set, right? So I don't feel like I've been oh, well maybe that time. I guess the answer is yes. I have been outside of Dhar Mann Studios been mistreated. But it was so long ago that I thankfully don't carry it with me. I've kind of forgotten because it wasn't anything super duper incredibly difficult, although at the time it was. Yeah, I'll leave it there. Um, oh, thank you for whatever Teddy said that y'all are giving him reassurance on. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened, but Angel and Mona to the rescue, like CJ said. Okay, so Melody, you want to be an actor or an influencer? Go into it with eyes wide open. That's all I'm going to say. I think that's so prevalent. So many people want to be in the public eye or just be famous to be famous because that's what is now promoted and kind of coveted. Um, just go into it with eyes wide open. Do your research. Be aware of the, pros and cons, like they are in everything. And do it with a sense of purpose. That's what I'm going to say. Anything you do, do with a sense of purpose. If you want to be an actor or an influencer, find the reason why you want to be either one of those two things. Because to do it just to do it, it's gonna not be a good ride. You will get slapped around. You will get slapped around. Not physically, perhaps, likely, hopefully, not physically, but internally, you get kind of like thrown around. Maybe that's a better word. You get thrown around because of what's expected and required of you. And I'll speak to acting because I really don't consider myself an influencer. I act and therefore I have this beautiful community, but I don't consider myself an influencer. Like I don't do brand deals and things like that yet. I mean, I'm open to them, but they have to make sense, right? I'm not just going to do a brand deal to do a brand deal because it gives me money. As much as I might need the money, I'm not going to do it for that purpose. I'm going to do it because I believe in it and I see the value in it and I want to bring it forth. So just know why you're doing it and find a true, real, good reason to be doing it. Okay. I never knew it was expensive. Acting is really fun. Seriously, actors have to pay to act. It's really crazy. They should get paid for getting views for the company and the bosses. There's so much there that I need to unpack that's not entirely accurate, Teddy. So we don't have to pay to act. We have to pay to be a professional actor. Those are two very different things because there's a law that says that you cannot pay to act, meaning that you cannot pay to be seen for an audition. That is technically acting. So I have to be careful with that comment because I don't want it to mislead anybody. You can act anywhere. You can go out to the park and perform a monologue for free. However, to be considered a professional, you are expected to pay for services. That means headshots, classes, improv, showcases, workshops. It depends. There's such a long list. Reels, you have to create a reel, not like a Instagram reel. This is like a showcase highlight of your acting, and those can be really expensive. They can be a couple $1,000s. You can now do it yourself, but for so many years we couldn't do it ourselves because the technology wasn't what it is now. So that was really expensive back in the day. Classes are really expensive. They can be so expensive. So I want to clarify that you're not being you don't have to pay to act. You have to pay to be a professional actor, right? They want to see certain classes on your resume. They expect to see certain, like if you want to be, here we go. This is a good example. So if you want to increase your skill set or this is getting so techy. Okay, if you want to increase the skills on your resume, which is a big component of your resume, especially as a commercial actor, you let's say you do yoga, you roller skate, you ski, you ride a horse. These are all skills, special skills that you put on your resume as an actor. Because if the role requires you to ride a horse, they're going to pick someone who knows how to ride a horse versus someone who's never been on a horse, right? So this special skills is a big component of your resume as an actor. So, in order to ump up your special skills, you have to pay for that. So, if you ride a horse and or want to learn to ride a horse or you want to ride a horse in a role on TV or in a film, you have to take equestrian classes, right? You have to, take golf lessons, you have to take tennis lessons, and this is a big component. That's why they always say, especially to commercial especially to commercial actors, like pump up your special skills. So if you're already naturally great at tennis, chances are you're going to get booked for that role more than someone who can only kind of hit the ball once in a while, right? So that's why it can be expensive, because as actors we're like, okay, well, let's take this class, let's take this class, let's take, firearms class. That's not a good one to give, but for certain action films you need to know how to handle a weapon, right? You can't just go up there and be like boop boop boop. Like, that's not how it works, right? There's like safety classes, there's all these things that are really expensive. So all those things fall into the category of being expensive to be an actor and be considered a professional actor. So I hope that clarified it. I hope that clarified it. I hope I did a good enough job. I do look like a picnic basket. I do look like a picnic table. You were kind saying basket. I do look like a tablecloth. Yeah, I know. I love this checkered like pattern. Oh, thank you guys for knowing that I'll tell you if I'm uncomfortable or not. I will. I will. I might tiptoe a little bit, but I will ultimately get to like yes or no, right? Ultimately, I have to sometimes formulate my thoughts and ideas and where I stand on something, right? Sometimes something new comes in and you're like, how do I feel about that? Hmm, I feel like this. Oh, okay, here you go, right? It's not always like, sometimes it takes me a little while to formulate things. Okay. I'm moving along. Okay, moving along. Okay. Ooh, okay. Talia, hello, Talia. How you doing? Oh my God. Why do I talk so much? It's because I've missed you all. That's why. When did I start acting? I started acting a long time ago, but I say officially started acting when I moved to LA in 2010. So, no, that's not 24 years. No, it's 14 years. um, did I tell you math isn't my strong suit? Case in point, math is not my. That's 15 years, yeah. But I wanted to be an actor when I moved to Miami. I just wasn't really acting. I was in shows, but as a dancer. So I was like in if you remember, I'm probably dating myself, but like what are the name of the shows? Oh my God, I can't remember the shows I was in. Dexter. I was in Dexter and all these like Miami Vice shows and all movies and things like that. But I was always a dancer as a specialty act, and I thought that was acting, but it's not. But I was on set. I did a lot of music videos in my 20s and 30s. um, some that you might actually recognize, but we're not going there. Yeah, acting reels. That's what they're called on the IMDb page. Oh, I love that you checked out people's IMDb page. Guys, if you ever want to help a sister out, you go on our IMDb. So if you go, IMDb is a movie, I don't know what it stands for anymore, International Movie Database or something. Um, and that is where all professional actors have their profile, and that's how filmmakers and decision makers can kind of tell how professional you are. So if you don't have much of a profile there, they're like, I'm gonna pass on this person. If they don't have an IMDb profile, that means that they're not serious about their acting career. That's expensive. It's like $150. Oh, and that's the other expense. You have to pay for all the audition notice websites, and that's a monthly. So they're like anywhere from 25 to like $45 a month for each one. And there's like 5 to 6 that you really want to be on. So that gets really pricey as well. So do you see how like the costs start adding up? So that's how also it gets expensive. But anyway, yeah, if you ever want to go on our IMDb, you will help us out with our star meter. And a star meter is our popularity in the industry. And the higher, no. The lower your star rating, the more recognized you are. So, like, let's say Tom Hanks, he's a 1, whereas I'm like 20 something, whatever, thousand, right? Like, I've never gotten in the single thousand digit. The lowest I've ever gotten is like 19,000, which is for me great, because there was a point when I was like 2 million. So I don't know. It's just a fun fact. If you go and research us on IMDb, it's a cool little rabbit hole if you're ever interested in learning more about actors. Okay. When you do, hi, movie lover. Hello. When you do what you love, success will always follow. If you're patient, right? You can do what you love and sometimes tap out before your big break, right? That happens every day in this city. It's like so challenging sometimes to be in the city. Sometimes you're like, I'm done. I'm done with LA. I'm done with Hollywood. I'm done with acting. And then you never know if you could have been successful, right? But if you continue to do it and you're patient with it, then yes, success rewards. No, wait. Hard work is rewarded with success. I think that's a good way of saying it. Skips, that's a good question. How do famous YouTubers collaborate on Dhar Mann, and does YouTuber have to be Dhar Mann approved? I think they're just like on a different echelon. An echelon just means level, tier, and they just connect and they're like, yeah, I want to work together. I want to work together. And then their teams come together and make it happen. I don't know how exactly it happens, but absolutely, I would imagine Dhar Mann approves everything. He's very hands on in the company. He's very hands on. Like, he knows everything that's going on. He'll be like, Jovanna, what happened? Da, da, da. I'm like, how you doing? How do you know that? You know, like, he's so involved and engaged. So yes, Dhar Mann, absolutely. Because there's discussions, there's a negotiation. So absolutely, he is involved in all those decisions. And they're ultimately his friends, right? Like, YouTubers just become friendly with one another when you get to a certain level of subscribers, and you have gained enough of those YouTube, plaques. It's like, you know each other, you love each other. That's not fair. You know each other and you respect one another, oftentimes better than love. Antonio, is Antonio new here today? Hello, welcome, Antonio. Nice to have you. Young B, Angela told you. Don't let her tell you again. Okay, I think I'm going. What happened to all my comments about the gestures and the courtesy? Y'all, those disappeared. Oh my God, what happened? They were all here. What happened? Oh, Talia, my English teacher was just talking about the sidewalk rule, and half the kids didn't even know about it. Yeah, because it's a lost art. And how beautiful if we reintroduce it or we keep it alive. It's an homage to our great grandparents, our grandparents who used to know that, right? And perhaps haven't been around to pass along that beautiful gesture, and now we can bring it forth. So I love that your English teacher was teaching you that, Talia. That's amazing. Diego, hello. I think I saw some issues with Diego. I don't know, but we'll see. um Sean, I think it's great. You introduce yourself as you want to be known as, male, man. I know somebody said to me yesterday, they're like, oh, who's that lady? I'm like, who? They're like, you. I'm like, I'm a lady. Because lady to me seems like older. And I'm like, in my head, I know you guys call me like YouTube mommy and you call me IG mommy. And I know I'm mostly like a mom on Dhar Mann, but I still see myself as like not that. I see myself as like just Jovanna, right? And I don't consider myself like, I have ladylike moments, But I have some tomboyish moments too, right? So when my friend looked out and he saw me and he was like, because we were going out to dinner with a friend, um, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't recognize you because your hair's lighter. You lightened it." I'm like, "No, this is actually my natural hair color. I used to darken it for commercials if they wanted darker Mexican looking hair." And they're like, "I'm like, no, this is actually my hair is actually lighter than this, my natural hair." And he's like, I was asking, who's that lady? I'm like, lady? It just felt like I was so much older. I was like, ah, that's me now. Um, he is such a gentleman, Oscar. Okay. Oh my gosh, guys. Oscar is a great guy. I love male and female equally. No gender wars. Thank you. That's the best way of putting it. Um, Oh, you keep getting compared to your cousin. Any advice? Okay, that's awful because we should be treated as individuals. That's not often the case. However, any advice for being compared with your cousin? I say just call out the elephant in the room, whoever that may be, your mom, whoever in the family might be comparing you. Be like, I don't think it's fair that you're comparing me. I wouldn't want you to feel like I'm comparing you to Auntie Jojo or whatever. You know, it's like we all want to be seen as individuals, and I would love for you to begin to consider me as such, and maybe you and I can have a conversation to see how maybe I can live up to some of your other expectations, but I'm still an individual and I want you to treat me as such. I don't know, that kind of just came out. I don't know if that might work, but it's just something to like. I think having conversations is the most important thing. And I think when we swallow things and don't present things to the forefront, I think that's when it's a slippery slope and we start to get resentful and hold grudges. And that's not the way we want to lead in our relationships. So that would be my recommendation. Oh my God, it's so hot in here. But Beautiful acts of kindness. Yes. Some people who speak harshly to you do have your best interest, and not everyone who speaks too kindly has your best interest. True. True story, Bias. True story. Okay. Yes. You know what, CJ? I love that you love the positive. Let me take that back. CJ, I love that you love positivity. I also want to say that let's start to refrain from saying anxiety. I know I wrote a book on it, but the thing is that I think the more we like label things as anxious or anxiety, the more we're going to have. So, how about you say, I like when people are positive, when they are negative, I remove myself from the situation and just step out. Step out, walk away, put your earbuds in, unless it's your mother. Don't disrespect her. Don't disrespect her like that, or your grandma. No. But um like, let's be around what we want, and we want positivity. Let's be around it. Something's negative, let's remove ourselves. How about that? Just quick 2 minutes. Okay, I have to let y'all go because it's Friday, y'all. um Not a fan of wearing PJs out in public. It's private. I agree, Mona. Thank you. I was nervous about saying that because you agree with the pajamas too. Good. Thank you. Because, some of you might want to wear pajamas out, and I kind of called you out like that. So sorry if I did, but that's just how I feel. And we all are entitled to our opinions. That was my opinion. Luckily, I have Mona and Talia who agree. Hee. Oops, I'd be wearing PJs to the store. Melody, I love that you're so honest. Cool. You know what? Like I said, you do you. For me, that's a little intimate and personal, but that's the way I was raised. I was raised very conservative, very like Dominican. Muchacha, don't do that. So that's just the way I was raised. If you're okay with being out in pajamas and somebody seeing you in a way that only I think close dear ones should see you, that's you, right? This is why the world goes round, because we're all different, and I don't want to ever judge or tear anybody down for doing something different than me, right? but I am bringing awareness to it that when you go out in public in pajamas, you're opening the door to someone seeing more of you than perhaps you care to let them see. Is that a fair way of saying, right? Um, I hope that made sense. Okay. I think, oh, Diego, you bought my book. Thank you. Teen Anxiety No More. I have lots of tips and tricks in there. I kid you not. And I use them to this day. And anyone who's an adult who has read it, we're like, I wish I had this book when I was a teenager. And by teenager, you don't have to be like 13, 14, 15. Like, you could be 23, 24, 25, and I think get great benefit because, again, I use the things I put in my book every day. Every day. And I'm well past my teens. um, Talia, I really like this message because I agree. A lot of this stuff is kind of dying away. I got to go, but thanks for the message. See you next Friday. Oh, Talia, thank you, my love. Uh-oh, somebody got man. I don't know what happened, yo. What happened? Man, am I grateful to have Angela and Mona. Mona, Angela. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have no idea what happened, but I hope everything's cool because that's how we want to lead our lives. Please and thank you. Yes, Jose. I knew I was missing a big one. Please and thank you. And pardon me or excuse me or oh, Jose, that's a good one. Um, you know what? I'm gonna have to see if I can finish reading these messages because they've been disappearing because I've been on here so long. Um, oh, they remind me of ocean waves. That's cool. You have such a different brain. I love your brain, Miss Jolie. Um, oh my gosh, guys, this is just haters will always be haters. And at the same time, let's wish them well and see if maybe they can be other than haters. Oh, Brendan, don't get angry. Don't get angry. You know why? Because I'm about to pull out. Guess what? Guess what? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm about to do a little of this. I feel like we need a little bit of just calm. And yes, the bowl. I'm bringing out the singing bowl. So I would love to end it with this. Hello, Cherie. Hello, Robert. Um, and Angela, I'm sending lots of love to you. I know the feeling. I feel it every day as well. And we're always going to feel this way because we always want to remember our beautiful angels up in heaven. So let's reframe perhaps how difficult it is to how beautiful that they are watching over us. And things are happening in our lives because of them. So I will continue to look to that to keep me smiling, happy, and grateful as she would have wanted me to be, and as he would have wanted you to be. And this was meant to Angela. She knows what I mean. Um, and for anybody else who knows what we're talking about, please take that. So let's take a moment here. Take a deep breath, everybody. Take a deep breath. for being here. I want to thank you for sharing your heart. I want to thank you for being so generous and beautiful with your comments and your compliments and so incredibly supportive of the Fry Fam. Thank you for being here. Happy birthday wishes to our birthday twins. Have a beautiful weekend. And remember, stay light and bright and lead the way. The world needs us. The world needs us. That means you. Stay positive, stay beautiful, and stay calm. I love you all tremendously. Y'all are incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And bye for now. Happy weekend. Yay. Oh, I miss you guys already. Bye.